Olá, estamos agora na única fábrica de curaçao do mundo. E aí a gente vai conhecer como é que é feito o curaçao. E aqui essa fábrica fica no centro mesmo da capital, pertinho. E a gente pagou aqui o ingresso, $15, com direito a um drink. E o tour, ele vai explicar tudo como que faz curaçao. E vem com a gente, vocês vão aprender muito, hein? Vamos lá?
Now, this beautiful mansion was built around the 1700s by the Dutch colonizers. This one particular to trade in the sea salt industry. Now, the sea salt back then had a lot of value. Now, for your imagination, at that time there were no fridges, so the sea salt was the way to preserve food besides cooking. Okay, now this area where we are right now is called Salinas, which is a Spanish word, what means like salt plantation. Now, it was partly covered by seawater, so in the drier periods the water will evaporate, make it quite easy to collect the sea salt. Okay, now a lot was going on into the world back then. It was around that time, later on the salt became less valuable, a lot of competition, and also other ways to preserve food. Now, it was around that time that a family called Family Senior, they are a Jewish family originally from Spain, but they had to move from Spain because of their religion. So they went through Holland, and through Holland they came to Curaçao. Now, and they bought this property and starting with the liqueur business. Now, in the beginning, very small scale, making the liqueur inside of the house while living upstairs. Now, business was growing really good, so real quick they started expanding, making the distillery much larger, and in sometimes also building some warehouses around. That's kind of how the building looks right now. Now that small building right there was especially built at that time, so they could collect the liquor right there, so not heavy smoke had to go into the house where they also resided. Right? Now, it was used like nowadays, you know, like a drive-through. No, that was at that time kind of. Now nowadays we use the upper part of the building for some office spaces. Right here we do have our shop where we sell different articles, souvenirs, and also our liqueur. And right now, if you guys are ready, we are going to take a look how the liqueur is made.
Let's do it.
Ready?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
let's go. That is blue one, the shape of this one. Okay, I want you to take a look, especially right now, at the shape of the bottle. Okay, because that's the only original shape we make right here at Chocolobo. And I say it because I know you guys may have seen a different shape of bottle.
Yeah.
Also red and blue Curaçao, or maybe Curaçao, something like that. No, those are not the original one. But let's not talk about that. We will talk only about this one right here. However, we do have a trademark on the bottle. But the reason you may see different shapes of bottle, also red and blue Curaçao, is because our name contains the name of the island. And so we are not able to protect it. Right here, those trees right here in front, those are the La Raja trees. La Raja trees. Okay, now what's La Raja? Now, long time ago, the first Europeans that came to Curaçao was the Spanish people. And that time, they took a lot of seeds to the island with the intention to plant a lot of orange trees, their favorite fruit on the island of Curaçao. Now, finally, it's also what they did, and after waiting some years, finally the first fruits came. But they turned to look different as the oranges they do know in Spain. They kind of stayed a little bit smaller, but also the peels. The peels have like a different structure. Right there, you can see one. Okay, the peel of that one have like a rough structure. But most important, the taste. Now the taste is not comparable at all where they are used to in Spain. This one turned to be very, very bitter, very acidic, almost not eatable. Okay. Now one time, pure by accident, a family member of the senior family kind of stepped on a piece of a peel of the La Raja, and it kind of smelled a nice, beautiful aroma. And That was the birth of the Curacao liqueur. Since then, we've been making the Curacao liqueur with the peels, only the peels of the Larajas. Right? Now, I'll tell you something, and this is a true story, there's no joke. We do have goats on the island, you know goats? And everything that has a little bit green, they eat. Now, except the Larajas.
Really?
Really? Yes? So you may have an idea how they might taste.
Yeah.
Just terrible. Okay? But we find something very useful to do with the peels, and that's we make the Curacao liqueur out of it. Okay,
So
now
what do you do with the meat?
with the
afterwards?
fruit, yes, that's the question. Now, for a long time we didn't do anything with the fruit. Literally throw it away. But nowadays we are doing our very best to be sustainable. So we are having some conversation to do something with the fruit itself. Nowadays we already are doing something. We are making compost out of it right now, so we can at least fertilize other trees. Now, Bombini. Bombini. You know what Bombini means?
Welcome.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Yeah. Welcome. Okay, Bombini means welcome. Welcome into our distillery. This is actually our distillery, right? Kind of look a little bit like a museum, but this is actually our distillery. With a lot of information about the rich history of the island, starting right there with information about the original habitats of the island, and some confirmation about that, and also some information when the Spanish people came to the island, and later on the Dutch people also visited all the mansions, the country mansions all across the island. And also a lot of information when the first Jewish families came to the island, right? Curacao has a very rich history. But for right now, we will take a look at a short video. Okay, later on, when we finish the tours, if you guys want to come back to this area, you are completely free to do that. For now, we're gonna take a look at the short video. So your attention, please. Okay, we do have a plantation where we do grow the Laraja trees. Okay, that's on the east side of the island, about 15 miles from here. And we do almost everything manually. We still do everything manually. So we pick the Larajas manually, and then we peel them also manually.
They grow year round. Any time of the year.
Yes, for sure, 2 times a year, but a little bit long. 2 years long. Also, if we let them on the trees long enough, finally they will turn kind of yellowish. But we will harvest them before that stage. We still want the trees to be green when we harvest them.
How many workers do you have at the store?
There'll be about 40 something, including staff and office. Now, very important, in a while we also will see the different ingredients we use. No kind of big secret, we do share that information. And very impressive is the copper still we use to make our product. Okay, now it's the same one it all started with 127 years ago. The same one we still use today. Impressive.
Is the oranges must be green, yeah? No yellow. Never yellow.
No,
just
not yellow.
green.
They will turn yellow if we let them long enough at the trees, but we will harvest them before that stage. Okay, we still want the peels to be green when we harvest them. Okay, also very important, the original has no color. Okay, the original one has no color. And so we do close every single bottle, one by one, hammering just like that. Now, the label, also manually. And finally, a seal on top of every single bottle. Okay, now, that bottle is now ready to be distributed. And later on, ready to be consumed. Yes, in a nutshell, that's how the process goes. Families that came to Curacao. Over there, you have some images of how things was in the past. This is the harbor at the Emma Bridge. Maybe you guys went to Willemstad Kunda. The Peña building, when you will cross the bridge, is kind of right here. And that's how it used to be in the past for a lot of trade. Curacao was like the center of a lot of trades. Also, we did have a sugarcane plantation on the island back then. Okay? Nowadays, not anymore. So we do import the sugar nowadays. Okay, now, like I said, everything started with the Jewish family. So, saying that we still do everything according to Jewish tradition. So that means every ingredient must be kosher. That's how it is in the Jewish tradition, right? So, now let's go right now to the different ingredients. Starting with this one right here called cardamom, spicy. Now, sugar from sugar canes, right? Remember, keep in mind, sugar will be added later into the process. Very important information. Our main ingredients, the peels of the laraja and cloves, also one of the ingredients we use. Right? Now, those are the different ingredients we use to make our curacao. Now, this is the very impressive copper still. Just impressive to see. Now, this copper still, like I said, the same one it all started with. 127 years right now. Okay? Here is where the magic happens. Right? Now, this copper still, where we produce, we will fill it with pure alcohol, 96% alcohol. Now the bags, just like tea bags with the different ingredients, will go right through that opening right there. When it's closed and all, we will set it on with fire breather to let it start cooking. And slowly but surely, through that process, finally we will catch right here a distillation. Okay, now that distillation, like I said before, does not contain sugar. Sugar will be added later on. It's not drinkable yet, of course, just way too slow. Later on, we will mix it with water and sugar, and then you have finally the liqueur ready to be bottled, which will happen next. Right? Now, let's go right here. Now, beside liqueur, we also do the bottling of a local rum called the Anabe rum. Okay, so local rum produced right here in Curacao, and here at Chobolobo we do the bottling of the local rum called the Anabe. Now, let's take a look right here. A collection, old collection of some bottles we've been using through the years. Started with this one right here. This is the oldest bottle we still possess. Okay, this one. And this is how they look right now. Now, if you take a close look, the bottle kind of stays almost the same. Although we went to different sizes and we've been using different labels. For a very long time, we've been using those labels. Calling the liqueur also the COC, the Curacao of Curacao. Now, very important information. I want your full attention. We've been talking about the original one, okay? taste La Raja, of course. But beside that, we do have 4 specialties. 4 of them. Okay, we call them specialties. The chocolate, coffee, rum raisin, and tamarind. Okay, those are the 4 specialties we got. Very important. And we've been talking, and we also have seen in the video, the original one has no color, right? Now, I'm about to share some information. Hopefully, I will not disappoint anybody. But, only thing we do, we have the original one, and then we add certified food coloring, and so we can make all those other colors. Yes, with that being said, all those 5 different colors taste exactly the same. Okay? They are all triple sec, which means a liqueur based on sipping, okay? On oranges. So 5 different colors, 1 taste. Just to make your drinks, your cocktails look nice, look beautiful. Okay, that's all. They all taste exactly the same. And in addition, we do have the 4 specialties, like I said, coffee, chocolate, rum raisin, and tamarind. Okay? And the original one, so we do have 5 different flavors. Right? But those colors, they all taste exactly the same. And some other collections of some old bottles. Those right there, very famous in the Netherlands. They are called the Das Blue, the Das Blau. They used to send them empty. We might fill them with the liqueur and send them back to the Netherlands for very special occasions back there. Right? So hopefully I didn't break anybody's heart, or just the truth. Right? What's it? What is it like?
Deal.
Yes, indeed. Yes, that's the texture indeed of the peels of the La Rajas, right? And at the bottom of the bottle, it will say that it's a product of the Senior & Co. made in Curacao. Now, you guys already know we are a quite small island, so we do import a lot. So also the different components, like the bottles, they come all the way from Spain, while the corks come from Portugal. Our labels come from the United States. And this right here, those are the seals, all the way from the United Kingdom. Yes, the seals finally come on top of every single bottle, all the way from the United Kingdom. And this is just a little bit of water. And the reason is why they will, when they get water, they will shrink. That's why they are in a little bit of water, in case we will need them someday. Right, so the different components, almost everything imported. But it's all about this right here, the peels of the La Raja, what makes it a legit local product. Okay? Now, we are almost there. Now, right here, this is our bottling room. No activities taking place right now. Right there, some activities taking place with the local rum. But I do have right here the whole family. Now I must say almost the whole family. Because we do have a brand new member of the family. We'll talk about that just in a while. But this is, like I said, almost the whole family. Well, let's start right here from the bottom. Those are the specialties, right? The 4 of them. Chocolate, tamarind, coffee, and the rum raisin. Those contain 25% alcohol. Okay, so they are all 50 proof. Now there we have the original one. You guys now know 5 different colors, 1 taste. Okay, they are all triple sec based on the La Raja. Those contain 31% alcohol, 62 proof. And then we have this one right here. This is a special one. Of this one, we only make once a year, a small batch. Okay? This one, we do not export it to nowhere.
No.
Only available right here at Chobolobo Mansion. So we keep this one for very special people who come and visit us. Right? And this one contains 40% alcohol. 80 proof. Very strong one right there. Okay? And like I said, we do have a brand new member of the family. You guys have seen, we've been producing right now for 127 years. So that means that 2 years ago, we celebrated the 125th anniversary. But because we were all in the pandemic, we didn't have any celebration. But we are doing it right now with a very special edition, the 125 years edition. Also very limited. Okay? Only produced 125 bottles of those. Also 40%, but with a beautiful dark color, and it comes in a very beautiful case with some information about the heritage of the senior family. And like I said, only 125 bottles of those. Very special. Okay? We still have some in the store. Now, let's go. No, pak award aqui, this is mini. Now, we've been talking about the liquor, but it's not the only thing we make right here at Chobolobo. We also make this product called the Glacial. Okay, when you see that little cutie penguin, yeah, you relate it to a warm country. Yeah, but it is, okay? This penguin is related to this warm country, warm island. But especially, okay, very important, this is not drinkable. This is only for external use. Very important. Okay, especially made for the hot days on the island. And we have a lot of those hot days, especially to cools you down. Okay, very popular on the island and becoming popular all over the world. We are exporting it right now to 34 different countries. Very, very refreshing. Okay, now let's start. You may, the ladies, it's very refreshing. Right there, okay.
Cheiro de menta.
Very refreshing. It's called the Glacial. We've been making, you already had?
I have.
We've been making it for 75 years. Since 1948. Very popular on the island. Okay, like, right here, it's a little bit mess. We've been producing. But about 10 ways how you can use the Glacial. But believe me, there is a lot more ways how you can use it. Almost good for everything. The Glacial. Okay? Now, if you guys do not have any questions, I suggest we go to maybe the best part of the tour. Let's go.
Massagem também.
Conosco.
So awiti gane mi muta te idi es un corobini no que robi que ma papia que mo conoces que na bisa você oi men que oi mesmo
You may taste some, feel free. This is the original one, however, you have the green color.
eu vou na casa começou a virar o abando então qua es un ora mi te que robi o que manda para o que ma papia que na bisa que batende sim não de punto só não, pero me sacava quem da tem hora da tem então drive da tem isso da tem
Now in the middle we do have the tamarind, and right here at the end, the chocolate. Feel free to taste one.
This is the original.
Original, yes.
Yeah.
Tamarind in the middle and chocolate right here at the end of the thing. Feel free to take one of each. You have the trash bin, right?
Então esse é original.
Não, mira aqui, não passou.
É gostoso, gente. Não sei nem como falar. Lembra laranja, claro. É bom.
O papi, bom, aqui você.
Já provou também?
Para mim, aqui como está aportando em conversation, sim.
Original one, yes. Okay. Got you.
I like the tamarind one. That was delicious.
I know.
Tamarino é bom também.
How good for you.
Lembra tamarindo, claro.
I was surprised because I was expecting it to be like chocolate.
Quer provar chocolate?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Be a great dessert drink.
Hello.
Which one is your favorite?
I like the middle one.
Tamarind.
Yeah, that's nice. Right?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
O chocolate parece mais.
Now we will sit back, relax, and it's a good time, okay? To take some cocktail. You guys decide where you're gonna sit. You decide where you're gonna have a seat. Feel free.
Anyway,
Anywhere you want.
so put it on now. Just in time.
Chicken cheese, just one drink, yeah?
One drink
Ah,
included,
okay.
yes.
Okay. So now the tour is finished? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
About information, but right now,
Yeah,
Just-
yeah. But I think at the first time it's better going there.
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
or after?
I think first. Depois
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Then comes.
May I have a piece of your ticket?
Agora vamos ver um pouco do shopping aqui que eles têm. Os preços das bebidas maravilhosos.
It's 27 months for a walk. No.
Então agora o tour da direita é um drink, né? Aí temos vários drinks aqui, tamarind mousse, com tamarindo, licor, blue daiquiri, blue colada, várias coisas aqui. Vamos ver qual que eu vou escolher. Então, eu pedi um tamarind sunset, é isso? Deixa eu ver se eu tô falando certo. Não, é summer tamarind. Meu marido pediu um sunset. Vamos ver aqui o meu. Nossa, maravilhoso, gente. Maravilhoso. Não dá nem pra descrever. Tem que provar. Provar o seu. Ok. Acho que vou ficar aqui, gente, o dia todo bebendo. Muito bom. Então, a conclusão aqui dessa fábrica Chobolobo foi incrível, adoramos, adoro a história, então a gente foi muito legal saber que foi uma família, né, de judeus que mudou pra cá. Então, assim, essas coisas legais, assim, que a gente de repente pisou numa casca de laranja, que não dava em nada a laranja aqui. E aí descobriram a bebida, assim, é muito interessante. Então a história é incrível e vale muito a pena vocês virem aqui. Gente, e os drinks maravilhosos. Então quem gosta de drink aqui, se prepara, já fiquei até tonta. Mas foi incrível, valeu muito. Podem vir que vocês não vão se arrepender.